Sometimes, well, for me, most of the time, you want a quick and simple dinner, but you also want it to be tasty and you want to fancy it up a little bit. So I have here some ravioli. It's pre-made and ready to go, but we're going to fancy it up by making a nice sauce. It's going to be a nice little marinara sauce. We're going to take this and we're going to bake it in the oven with it. Let's make a baked ravioli. Let's start by setting our oven to 375 degrees. This is a baked ravioli, so we're going to be baking it in the oven. Let's start by chopping up some of our vegetables. I have here some yellow onion and I have 3 cloves of garlic. I'm going to mince the garlic up and I'm going to saute that in the pan with the onion. The onion, I'm just going to cube it into a few little small cubes, and we're going to use all of this to start our sauce. So go ahead and cube up your onion, chop up your garlic, mince it nice and good, and then put it in your pan and saute it up. This is going to be the beginnings of our marinara sauce. Alright, we have our cast iron skillet here that's been preheating. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add those chopped onions that we chopped up earlier to the pan. And I'm also going to add some bell peppers. These are frozen bell peppers that I've already had in the freezer. I'm going to go ahead and add those too, just to give this a little bit more flavor. Also, a sauce is a nice way to get some added veggies into your diet. If you're having trouble getting extra veggies into your diet, a sauce is definitely a great way to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and add these and saute these up for a few minutes. I'm also going to add some spinach to this later on. So yeah, we're just going to saute this for a few minutes, then we're going to add our garlic, and then we're going to proceed forward. Alright, moving on. Okay, our peppers and onions and garlic are all nice and sauteed. The reason we added the garlic in last is because we don't want it to burn. Don't burn your garlic, because when garlic burns, it gets very bitter and that's gross. You don't want that in your food. So now that this is sauteed, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a bag of spinach. This is just some organic baby spinach. I'm going to go ahead and add about half of this, what's this, 6-ounce bag to this pan, and it's going to saute down a little bit. So remember when I said that you can get extra veggies in a sauce? Well, this is some extra veggies that we're going to add to just get some extra nutrition, because extra nutrition is what your body needs and what it craves, and you want to do right by your body. Alright, we're going to saute this down and then we're going to move on. Okay, now that our spinach has been wilted down and incorporated, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add half of this, 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. They're in tomato juice. We're just going to add half of this can to the pan. Alright, that's about half, maybe a little bit more. We're going to incorporate that in, and then we're going to add some tomato paste. About, about maybe a tablespoon of tomato paste. We're just going to add that in as well. And then we're going to incorporate that all together, and then we're going to go ahead and season our mixture. Okay, the tomatoes have been incorporated. We're going to go ahead and season this up now. We're going to start with a little bit of onion powder, some garlic powder, some oregano, some thyme, a little bit of red chili pepper, some red pepper flakes just to give it a little spice, some low sodium seasoned salt, some Lowry's, a little bit of black pepper. Okay, we're just going to let our seasoned sauce saute for about, 7 to 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. We're going to let this saute down a little bit, simmer down a little bit, and then we're going to add it to our ravioli. Alright. Okay, our sauce is all nice and done now and sauteed, so we're going to go ahead and I added a little bit to the bottom of our baking dish, and now we're going to take our ravioli and we're going to layer the ravioli on top of this sauce. Now, these ravioli that I got are from Trader Joe's. It's a poblano pepper and creamy chicken ravioli. It has a little bit of mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan inside of it. So I thought that that would pair really well with the sauce, which is why I added some peppers to the sauce. I thought it would give it a nice flavor. So I'm just going to layer these in here, and then I'm going to take the rest of the sauce and I'm going to top this with the rest of the sauce and a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and then we're going to bake it in our oven for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. All you really want to do is melt the cheese and get everything nice and combined and bubbly, and you want to cook the pasta through. So there's all of our ravioli layered. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the sauce now. Okay, our ravioli is layered with the sauce and cheese now, and we're about to put it in the oven at 375 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to take it out and serve it up. Alright guys, almost done. Baked ravioli's finished. Let's make a plate. Add your ravioli, You know the drill. Fancy that John up. And we're done. Looks good, smells good. Let's taste it. Baked ravioli and a nice marinara sauce that we made. Bon appetit. That's really good. Oh my god. Hey, that is so good, y'all. So making a dinner doesn't have to be that complicated. And you can make it really fancied up with just some simple ingredients. If you have some leftover ravioli, or if you just need an idea for something simple, go to the store and get you some baked ravioli, have it on hand, make you a little sauce, put it on top, bake it in the oven, and this is going to wow whoever you serve it to. Kids, adults, a special date. Go ahead and give it a try, guys.